Hi, I'm Travis Nelson, candidate for Colorado Senate District 35. I just wanted to come out here today, April 20th, to show some thought and consideration to what happened with the Ludlow massacre here in Los Animas County. I wanted to tell everyone a few facts about what happened with Ludlow. Ludlow was coal miners fighting for worker and union rights. The Ludlow massacre took place April 20th, 1914. It was basically a conflict between Colorado Fuel and Iron, which was owned by John D. Rockefeller Jr. The company was given to him by his father, John Rockefeller. What they were basically fighting was forced overtime, exploitation. They lived in company towns. They had to use company stores, paying for things with company script. For example, how bad conditions were. Back in 1910 alone, over 400 miners were killed in the mines from accidents in Colorado. You had Mother Jones. Her name was Mary Harris. She was around 80 years old. She rallied women and children fighting corruption here in southern Colorado. She led the workers with the Great Strike of 1913. After 15 years of fighting led up to basically the Great Strike of 1913. Then you had the United Mine Workers, one of the first unions in the United States for coal workers. I support unions. They asked for enforcement. Their main concern was enforcement of the Colorado mine safety laws, which public industry, the Rockefellers, CF&I, just disregarded the safety of the miners, and that was one of their main pivotal concerns. You had tent cities right here at Ludlow, Colorado, where we stand today. You had a miner, a leader named Louis Tikas. He was an extremely effective organizer of the people with different races, languages, beliefs, religions. He worked hard to keep the peace. He was known for legendary leadership skills. April 20th, 1914, the National Guard troops and their cohorts hired guns from CF&I, strolled in on these hills behind us here from the memorial site and opened fire on this tent colony with a Gatling gun. The men tried to divert them through a arroyo right down here to try to take away the gunfire away from the women and children. The troops came through. At one point, there was a break when a train came through right here on the railroad tracks, and they were able to kind of skirmish and get the women away from here. However, the troops came through here, torching all of these tents in the tent city located here in Ludlow. Right here where we stand, 11 children and 2 women were burned to death by the Colorado National Guard and CF&I troops. 10 men, miners, were also killed on this site. People saw this across the nation that, the National Guard and this company had came in and killed these women and children in their outrage. Here locally, the miners erupted, killing all of the foremen, the scabs. They took over the local cities. It was called the 10-Day War. The people stepped up and took power over this area. It was quelled by the president. He sent in federal troops, and after 10 days, everything was taken back down under control. I just wanted to come here today and lay flowers at the memorial site on the anniversary of Ludlow and take 60 seconds or a minute of silence in memory of those who lost their life here in the cause of freedom. Please remember Ludlow. Thanks, everybody.